How take me back. You said you were 21. How did you? What was it that you saw on Facebook or on social media that said to you, like, let me give this a try? What was it?
It was the glitz and the glam of it. I had lost my job in the apartment industry. I was in the apartment. I was an assistant manager in an apartment complex. Lost my job, so I lost my home because I was living at the apartment complex that I was managing. And I had a lot of pride. I didn't want to go back home. And I was fortunate enough to have that option, but I didn't want to use that option. So I had a friend of mine who kind of introduced me to or kind of desensitized me to it. She met a DJ through Facebook at the time, and he flew her out to LA, paid for it. She met Snoop Dogg and all the things. I mean, it was just what? But so she came back home. We were roommates at the time. She came back home, and it was just the best time ever. So I had some guy that was messaging me on Facebook, and I was like, well, it's going to be the same exact thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to go to LA, and I'm going to hang out with Snoop Dogg and smoke a blunt, and everything's going to be cool,
Right,
but
right.
It was not like that at all.
You're posted online. How does the first date go for you when that guy walks in the room?
I'm going to tell you, some of my memories pretty short because I feel like for your own mental health, your brain kind of blocks it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember him coming in. I don't remember greeting him or anything, but I just remember him on top of me, and I remember just laying there. I did nothing because I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? I just laid on the bed about what I'd been through. There was an article when I left Mac. I said, I'm going to go and work for a week and make enough money to move to Atlanta and start over. And when I went there, I ended up getting arrested. And this was months and months and months later. You know what I mean? So when this happened, I was it was more of a hit, really. It was more of a hit to me because it's there's so many people that commented, and I had a motivational post the day before, and people were oh, $360 worth, or, just throwing jabs when the article wasn't true, first of all. And then second of all, how dare you? You had no idea what I've been through. People have a perception on what a prostitute looks like.
Right.
I came from, it was a divorced home. We had our issues, but I always had family. You know what I mean? I wasn't an orphan that had nobody, and you know what I mean? And there's multiple people that I experienced in that realm that were, that had family that were okay with it. You know what I mean? Even. Right. It was the most bizarre thing ever, to where they were you can tell your mom, she'll be cool with it. That's literally the mood of it. And a lot of families were okay with it, and it was just the most bizarre thing to me ever. So there's a lot of shame that I don't know, because I'm always gonna, I don't know. I think I'm always gonna wonder, and there's certain girls that have been sold, that I've seen being sold to Mac and from Mac, that
when you say sold, what does that mean? Sold.
So literally just that. There was a girl, and And it breaks my heart because I don't remember her name. And that, like, for me, like, just it breaks my heart that I don't even remember her name. But I will never forget her face. But there was another pimp that he owed Mac a debt or something. And so he gave this girl to him. And she was so scared and just so, like, retracted that she didn't fit in with us because we were all loud and whatever else. And so she wouldn't work because there's no telling what she'd been through, you know. So he sold her, gave her away to somebody else. And I remember, like, trying to talk to her and, like, it's that stuff that I remember that, like, will never leave me. You know, it never gets easier thinking back on stuff like that.